The starting lineup for the visiting Cleveland Cavaliers. At small forward, Max Strus. And now, Cleveland.
What a matchup we have here in the front court break.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Look at Cleveland's starting group. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. And it's Strus in at the 3.
I like the toughness required on that finish by Darius Garland. Boy, oh boy, that was nice. The willingness to mix it up on the interior, so important.
Here's Mitchell. Rebounded by Hart. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for the Knicks. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
You cannot allow your opponent to shoot that high a percentage. That is going to get you beat night after night.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start, giving up high percentage looks. That doesn't typically end well.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
You know, great feed there by Jalen Brunson. A terrific facilitator.
Back to Garland. Here's the 3. Unable to get that one. New York's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to Towns. Shoots over Strus. Towns with the bucket.
I'll tell you what, it's hard to stop Karl Anthony Towns when he's looking to score. He's got every trick at his arsenal.
Garland finds Mobley. Down low, Allen. And it's Allen slamming it down.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
It's up a 3, and Anunoby gets it to go on the assist by Towns.
Don't give OG Anunoby too much space, boy. He will rise and fire in the catch-and-shoot game.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
Perfect attention courtside for your Knicks Breaker Dance Group.
As we close in on the start of the playoffs, let's see how the East is stacking up. We take a look at the Cavaliers. What a run they've had this year, in first place and charging seemingly at will toward the postseason. These guys have been outstanding. And, of course, New York, a couple spots below.
And I think for the Knicks, with the regular season they've enjoyed, it has to be wondered at this point if they're the team to beat this postseason.
Now, here's Garland. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. GA, you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
So deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that 3. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his look.
Here's Garland after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. Allen, a screen on Bridges. Shot's good by Mitchell.
Well, Donovan Mitchell, a 3-level scorer, and fires away from deep with reckless abandon, folks.
Pass to Hart. Back to Brunson. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Last time they met in Cleveland.
I thought they had a solid game plan coming into that one. And then they made good adjustments along the way.
I thought their game plan was really spot on, and we saw that in their scoring more than anything else.
Here's Hart. The Cavaliers making the shot. Back to Brunson. Misses the three.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
That puts them in the lead. Mitchell's got his second basket of the night.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
This is a quarter he'd rather forget. This guy just can't seem to get the lid off of that bucket.
Now Hart, still scoreless. Bridges kicks to Hart. 5 on the clock, and stolen by Mobley. Garland looking it over. Pass to Strus. Outside Garland. Bridges with the steal. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Yeah, what a sequence by Mikal Bridges. Classic two-way player, all on display right there.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thank you. OG Anunoby has become a great complementary offensive weapon. Coach Tom Thibodeau says he's got a really good feel for it. He's very unique in that sense. He knows how to read defenses and how to attack. Kevin, his acquisition has taken this team to another level at both ends of the court. Back to you.
At DA, it's been phenomenal. No question about that whatsoever. Thank you so much.
Dance lessons. Bring those moves. Keep it going. Keep it going.
For the Knicks, Achua comes in for OG Anunoby, and Miles McBride subbed in for Mikal Bridges. Then for the Cavaliers, Hunter comes in for Mobley. And it's Okoro in for Max Strus. And it's the Knicks with the ball, trailing by 2. Here's Achua. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Pistons in Detroit.
And don't discount the defensive presence, guys. He racked up 3 blocks for the game.
And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And, guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. New York moving the ball around. Hard against Mitchell. Now here's Towns. D right on him. 3 on the clock. Over Allen. Pass to McBride. Buries the long-range jumper.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Now, here's Garland. He has 7.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Doesn't get it to drop for him. Brunson with some nice D. Here's Hart. Count it from 12. Now it's a 5-point Knicks lead.
That's how you do it. The D looked helpless on that possession.
Mitchell outside. Teardrop shot. The rebound by McBride. New York's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Bounce pass from Garland. And there's the drive. And that one drops.
Boy, you cannot let Okoro get going towards the rim. This guy has got elite athleticism.
Pass to Hart. Towns the screen. Hart kicks to Towns. Off target from outside.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Okoro passes to Hunter. Back to Okoro. Inside. Here's Mitchell. The Knicks pull it in.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Now here's Brunson. Covered by Okoro. And that one's good. Brunson.
It took him a while, but he finally gets one to fall.
The Cavaliers trail by 5. Hunter on the wing. Shoots over Achua. And so the first quarter is in the books. New York ahead, up 5. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Yeah, what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
Achua is out there with Robinson. Then there's Miles McBride. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Payne in at the 1. They're the group. New York will start the second one.
Well, no easy buckets with Mitchell Robinson in the vicinity. Sends that back with authority.
The Knicks leading by 5. Bridges deciding where to go with it. Achua finds Robinson. And here's Payne. Here's the teardrop.
At 7 feet, sneaking shots past Mr. Mobley is not easy. Send it back, Evan.
Green, the pass to Okoro. Hunter, the screen. Here's Jerome. Good on the 13-footer.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Now here's Payne. Scoreless thus far. Here's Jerome. Payne covering. Jerome passes to Mobley. Now here's Hunter. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Here's McBride. Got a piece of it. And he recovers it. Now here's Bridges. He's guarded closely. Payne kicks to Achua. A second chance effort. Here's Robinson. They shoot again, and he sinks the layup.
Well, exactly where you want Robinson taking advantage offensively. Use the length and size to score inside.
Pass to Hunter. Mobley sets the pick for Hunter. They get it back. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Mikal Bridges picks one up. First trip to the line for him here.
And he's at 73% this year at the foul line. Adequate, but not spectacular.
That free throw, no good. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the decel the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
Still in his early 20s, Doris, Evan Mobley is such a great player. So long, athletic. I know you love his play.
I certainly do, Kevin. And there's a lot of reasons why you begin on the defensive end of the floor. Great shot blocker, can guard on the perimeter, and he continues to work and expand his offensive game. This guy's future is so bright.
Here's Payne. After the Cavaliers pick up 3, here he goes. Plays it up and banks it in. And the Knicks lead by 6.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Garland, the pass to Mobley. At 3 off the mark.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
And Towns throws it down.
Call that moving with intent and purpose. The big-time finish by Carl Anthony.
Mobley outside. Pass to Jerome. Cleveland moving the ball around. Strus kicks to Hunter. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
With a number of moves and shots to choose from, Hunter is scary. Nice bucket there.
Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. Let's take a quick look at the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. Creating points off turnovers have been the calling card for these teams. The Knicks 4th.
You know, when you make a mistake against this team, they make you pay. I mean, because they convert those turnovers into fast break points, and that really can be demoralizing.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Robinson comes in for Achua, and it's Jalen Brunson in for Payne. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Mitchell's checked in. And checking out some numbers for Darius Garland. For Cleveland, they have missed both free throws they've attempted tonight.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
Free throw good, Mobley.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
And both free throws good for Mobley. Well, Greg, the Knicks have certainly brought hope back to the city of New York.
And it's been fun to watch. The fans are rallying behind this team. And it's not just because they're winning. It's the way they're winning. They play with heart and hustle.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. The Knicks making a switch here. McBride's checked in, and Cleveland also making a change. Thompson, he's checked in for Mobley. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Garland, the pass to Thompson. And Mitchell Robinson is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Wade's checked in.
Dean Wade.
Mitchell finds Wade. It's Strus on the wing. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And last season, Max Strus hit that ridiculous 59-footer. Remember that, Doris? That was to beat the Mavericks.
How could we forget that shot, Kevin? It was the second longest game-winning buzzer beater in league history. And what gets overlooked, Strus was 5 for 5 from deep in the last few minutes of that game.
That free throw good from Strus. So, Greg, it doesn't get much better than this, does it? Major playoff implications in this one tonight.
Both teams have a lot on the line in this contest. Seeding in the postseason can make or break a team's chances.
Okiki's checked in for Wade.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Towns, a screen on Strus, and the dunk by Towns.
Don't you love how Towns' hands are always ready to receive the pass? Terrific job on the pick and roll.
Strus kicks to Hunter from past the arc. The rebound by McBride.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Strus passes to Mitchell. Cleveland moving the ball around. Jacks up a three. That one doesn't drop. And here's Brunson. They'll bring it up for New York. 6-point game. From deep. Brunson drops it in from the arc. Wow.
It's about the work for Jalen Brunson. He's put in a ton of time to become a knockdown shooter.
Garland the pass to Mitchell. Kicks it out to Garland. Shot clock at 5. Over Brunson. And another miss by Cleveland.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Pass to Towns. Here's McBride. Covered by Mitchell. McBride with the ball. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Garland. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. 9 points for Darius Garland.
Well, such confidence on display from Darius Garland. Doesn't waste possessions, aggressive offensively.
Back to Brunson. To the paint. Pass to McBride. And Mitchell Robinson is going to pick up the foul.
Mitchell Robinson.
That's foul number 2 for him.
No foul.
And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And, guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
Achua, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Garland dishes to Hunter. Mitchell kicks to Strus. Thompson passes to Hunter. It's Strus on the wing. To the middle. And here is Hunter. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Garland's got 3 assists in the game. Brunson scanning the floor. Pulls up on the wing, and that one's good. Towns has got 12.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Hunter kicks to Mitchell. Sinks that one from the post.
This is what makes him so dangerous. He's not just a shooter. Donovan Mitchell, adept at scoring in the paint.
Brunson the pass to Anunoby. Shoots over Strus. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Mitchell dishes to Garland. Thompson outside. Pass to Mitchell. Over McBride. The shot by Mitchell, no good. We have a step back, and that'll do it for the first half of competitive game so far. Knicks lead by 4. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Coach. This team is still developing. What do they need to do to really reach their max?
Just keep working every day. Give maximum effort, great concentration, and play to win. Make winning plays.
Sounds simple, but I know it's not, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. Let's first take a gander at the rest of the NBA schedule for the night and what's in store. And just to throw you guys a little curveball here, what's your take on the alternate floor designs teams are using these days?
It's different, that's for sure. Now, if you're watching TV, you know, it jumps out at you. But the players on the court don't even notice it.
That's because you're always looking up at everybody, Kenny. Always knew what the floor looked like.
And fellas, bringing it back to our main matchup here. Through the first half, Karl Anthony Towns has been getting it done.
He's wrecking those boys in the lane. They look worn out and defeated. That's how I used to do it.
Yeah, I knew somehow you was going to bring this back to you, but I don't disagree.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a quick one as both teams try to gain an edge. And what can you say? Towns, an impressive effort here.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And one of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. So on the floor for Cleveland. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. And it's Strus in at the small forward position.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
On deep, Brunson hands it from downtown. Brunson's got 10 points.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Got to fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And this is where Allen should look to score because he's got the size and length.
Here's Towns. Can't hit from in close. It's Garland with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They trail by 3. Pass to Strus. Strus setting the screen for Allen. And it's Mitchell missing.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And here's Brunson outside. Cavaliers with the rebound. Garland's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Allen outside. Back to Garland. A basket good off the assist from Allen. 11 points in the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Back to Brunson. And the 3-ball is good.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
The Cavaliers trail by 4.
Knicks lead, 46.
Mitchell outside.
42.
Pass to Mobley. Garland with it. Launches a 3. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Hart finds Brunson. Towns a screen on Garland. Jared Allen grabs the miss. Allen's got his 4th rebound in this one. Kicks it out to Garland. Pass to Mitchell. And Strus launches it from deep. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
First team foul.
Max Strus, one of those undrafted players coming out of college, but somehow wills his way by virtue of his shooting and his toughness. You love his story.
ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Now the free throw is good, now leading by 1. And he makes all 3. New York's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. Back to Anunoby. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got 3 assists tonight.
Wow, a level of physicality brought to OG Anunoby, and he says, I can match that.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Bridges outside. Towns sets the pick for Bridges. The three-pointer off the mark. Cleveland's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Strus kicks to Garland. Shoots the 3, and Donovan Mitchell gets the 3. Mitchell's got the lead up to 5 now for Cleveland. Doris, one of the more relentless players in the NBA, Donovan Mitchell.
Kevin, what I love about him is he loves the lead role. He feels very comfortable carrying tremendous responsibility on the offensive end. Donovan, one of the more confident players you'll meet.
Get loud and let him hear it. It's time for T-shirts.
Numbers. Over the last month, he has been spectacular, and he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
And he's a top 10 rebounder this year for good reason. He's unbelievably driven, and he competes with you for the entire game. On defense, the Cavaliers. Brunson kicks to Anunoby. To the inside, Towns. Mobley with the block.
Mobley is one of the best defenders in the NBA. When he's not blocking shots, he's altering.
Garland with the bucket. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
They made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
They've also been scoring on the break with how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court. Anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
One of the things about Donovan Mitchell's game that I love is he's got elite athleticism. There is speed, there's burst, and there's physical strength. This guy is very capable offensively.
The first one falls. When it comes to the game's elite scorers, Doris, Donovan Mitchell is certainly on that list.
Kevin, there's no question about it. He's a proven playoff performer, a natural leader who doesn't mind a team leaning into his scoring ability. And the beauty is he can do it in a lot of different ways.
And New York making a change here. Achiuwa's checked in.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Here's Brunson. Oh, Brunson wheeling his way in there.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot. Hot.
Hard against Hunter. And here's Garland for three. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting. And here's Brunson. He's got 15. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Hunter, the pass to Garland. Now Mobley. Back to Garland. Another 3 for Cleveland.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Here's Brunson. Brunson being aggressive.
Well, they're not behind because of this guy. He is putting on a tremendous run.
Pass to Hunter. Back to Garland. Over Brunson. Garland, no good. Knicks trail by 12. Brunson takes off. And the layup's good off the glass. Brunson's got 12 points now in the quarter.
I'll tell you, despite this guy's strong play in this period, they're still behind. Someone else has got to step up.
Here's Mitchell. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this high, a great chance to extend this lead.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He wants to talk to his guys.
Feel that for the fans. Here's your Knicks breaker dance move.
For New York, Robinson's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. And Miles McBride subbed in for Hart. Okoro's checked in for the Cavaliers. Jerome comes in for Garland. Bridges, right side. Achua kicks to Brunson. To the paint, and finished off by Robinson.
You love the effort Brunson puts into creating for others, working to make sure the defense is manipulated there.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. The Knicks pull it in. Robinson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Bridges passes to Brunson. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Here's Jerome. Up and in on the layup. And the Cavaliers lead by 12.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Just 5 to shoot. Bridges inside the three-point line. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
What a wingspan on this young man. Able to get up and over defenders. Nice opportunity on the jump shot.
And it goes down 2 points.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly and capitalizing. That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
An athletic forward with a versatile skill set. Hunter has also proven he can come up big in big moments.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
An 85% shooter there, and they've been able to count on him hitting his shots from the line.
The free throw drops for Hunter. And both free throws good for Hunter. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Robinson a screen on Strus. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Cavaliers ahead. They lead by 9. We've got more in store for you right after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Anunoby out there with Precious Achiuwa. Then there's Towns. Then there's Cameron Payne. And it's McBride in at the 2 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. Here's Jerome. It's blocked.
That's a tremendous defensive read by Achiuwa. Send it back.
Payne can't hit. Cleveland leading by 9. Takes the 13-footer. And Anunoby sends it back. And he makes that one.
Boy, how do you match up with OG Anunoby's length and athleticism? This guy is going to be able to get shots off because of both of those.
Now, here's Garland. No good. He's made 9 of 15, shooting an even 60%. Pass to Anunoby. Outside, Towns. Now here's Payne. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
That's a great setup by Towns. You love to see that vision from your big man.
72-68.
There's Garland, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Doris, when the Cavaliers made the trade for Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland then began to do a lot of his work off the ball.
He had to, Kevin, and he made no secret of the fact that this was an adjustment. When you are accustomed to being the primary initiator, moving off the ball takes time. But to his credit, he's adapted beautifully.
First free throw is good.
Boy, Darius Garland is a fantastic scorer already, and I think there's tremendous upside yet.
Mitchell Robinson's checked in for New York. Okoro's checked in for Cleveland. Both free throws good from Garland. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Now here's Payne. Anunoby outside. Towns for 3. And it's Darius Garland with the rebound. Garland's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And he banks in the layup.
Darius Garland.
Garland's got 27 points.
Darius Garland cooking right now. Boy, when he gets going, he is a problem.
Outside, Towns. Shoots over Okoro. Count it, and the Cavalier lead has been cut down to 6 points. That one good from Towns.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now.
Like everyone wants to. Thank you. You have the camera on you.
Josh Hart. He's checked in for New York. Andrew Shamet comes in for Miles McBride. A switch here also for Cleveland. Allen's checked in. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch Kenny Atkinson's message to his team, and he was real calm during the timeout. He was smiling when he told the team, we're up. Game plan is working. Go out there and have fun. It's always fun when you're up late. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
How about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Hangs home the trifecta.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
Out to Payne. Down low. Here's Hart. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, there's a toughness to Josh Hart. You don't mess with him from a contact perspective. He will absorb it.
At the line, 2 shots.
That free throw missing.
Well, the intensity, the toughness, the absolute ability to play bigger than your size. That is Josh Hart.
A different look for New York. Robinson's checked in for Towns. Mikal Bridges comes in for Landry Shamet. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Cameron Payne. Cleveland also making some changes. Evan Mobley comes in for Hunter. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Ty Jerome. Now, here's Garland. From deep three-point land, it's rebounded by Anunoby.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Brunson against Garland. Clock at 4. Takes a 3. Oh, through the foul. It almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Second team.
OG Anunoby is tremendously athletic, and when he plays with this level of aggression, it's hard not to foul him.
And he can't get the first. Well, let's start with OG Anunoby, who excels from the corner.
And, Kevin, about 45% on quarter threes the last couple seasons. So OG can space that floor horizontally. That's in addition to his elite defensive ability.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Max Strus. And it's Ty Jerome in for Garland. And he nails the third. And with each passing season, DB, OG Anunoby seems to keep getting more and more versatile.
You are exactly right, Kevin. What we know unequivocally is this is one of the best cross-positional defenders in the league. One of those guys that's truly capable of guarding 1 to 5. But his willingness to be a three-point threat and offensive rebounding, put it on the deck, is exactly what you're talking about.
And the Knicks making a change here. Achua's checked in.
Number 5, Precious Achua.
And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
Knicks ball.
Knicks trail by 4. Brunson outside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
And he knocks down the first one.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here. in the second despite being down.
For the Knicks, Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Mitchell Robinson. And Anunoby subbed in for Achua. Then for the Cavaliers, Max Strus is checked in for Hunter. And it's Garland in for Ty Jerome. And both free throws good for Brunson.
Well, because Jalen Brunson's such a terrific decision maker, you can tell how confident and comfortable this team is when he runs the offense.
Now, here's Garland. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Jalen Brunson.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Garland.
Hard not to like how dynamic Garland is on the floor. He's a high-energy player who works hard to maximize his impact on the game.
And he can't hit the second.
And after attempting no free throws in the first half, now he's putting the defense back on its heels.
Anunoby finds Towns. And here's Brunson. New York, no good that time either. Outside Garland. From the arc. Knicks with the rebound. Anunoby outside. Allen against Brunson. New York moving the ball around. Hart the pass to Brunson. 5 to shoot. He nails it. And we're tied up. Brunson's got 5 points now this quarter.
But they're giving him a little too much space out there. That's his 3rd triple since halftime.
Allen passes to Strus. In the corner, it's Mobley. Strus against Anunoby. Allen for 3. And Mikal Bridges pulls it down. To take the lead, that gives them the lead.
Fearless, hot-hitting competitor, Bridges with the delivery.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
I like this throwback approach they're taking, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there, they are challenging them and getting it done.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Challenging this D with the 3-ball. That's his 2nd from distance this half. And he also hit one in the first half, too.
And the shot will not go from Anunoby. Mitchell with it. Bridges covering. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
We know this about Donovan Mitchell. This guy shows no fear, even inside. Draws the foul there.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
Donovan Mitchell, just such a relentless scorer, and that high energy he brings is always a huge catalyst for whatever team he plays for.
And Mitchell drops them both.
And he's got such a smooth stroke, and it never changes, even in this kind of a high-pressure situation.
Bridges attacking. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Defensive foul.
Oh, a major factor in those 2021 finals. Bridges growing more and more comfortable in the big moment.
Mikal Bridges at the line. 1 shot.
What you admire about Mikal is he's such a grinder. You watch his defense, you can feel the intensity with this guy.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away.
Here comes your City answers, everyone. Get back for taking a 2-point lead. That was your Knicks City answer.
Allen finds Garland. Inside, Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
I tell you, important moment for Evan Mobley. Meeting the moment with a big shot. That's big time.
Anunoby, good.
You can see that OG Anunoby wants the opportunity to deliver in a big moment and does.
Mobley inside. Defended by Hart. And it's in there. And the Cavaliers lead by 1. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the shot.
Jalen Brunson wants the ball in these moments, and there he shows you why. Big-time shot.
Now, here's Mobley. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. Garland's got 6 assists in the game. Here's Brunson. Jared Allen grabs the miss. And so Garland will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. To the middle. Here's Mobley. It falls.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here.
And loud fans, on the court is your High Squad. Loudest section in the building gets free t-shirts.
Here's Brunson. Off the inbound. It drops. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
You want the ball to find its way into Brunson's hands in these big-time moments. He relishes the opportunity.
Mobley finds Allen. And it's off from three-point range. Bridges outside. Brunson with a clean look. Got it.
Nerves never show through. Brunson as calm and cool as they come down the stretch.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Guys, what are their best options now?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
What you want is to create a clean, high-percentage look, if that's at all possible.
we are the best fans in the NBA. Let's get loud.
There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Down low, Mobley. Yes!
How about the young big man, Evan Mobley, coming through in the clutch? We see you, young sir.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Well, given the scenario here, how do you approach this next possession?
You know, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
What you want is to create a clean, high percentage look, if that's at all possible.
Let's see. Give yourself a round of applause.
There's 18 seconds left in the game. Brunson outside. With the floater. Count it!
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
So a close game sees New York take this one. That was a fun night of basketball. Fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
The Jets now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Carl. Congrats on the win. How did you guys secure the victory in crunch time?
We fixed some mistakes we made in the first three quarters, and we just smothered them on defense. We tried to do everything we can to get them off the three-point line, trying to contest every shot. We just made it difficult.
And that led to a win for you. Congrats. Back to you guys.
Thank you for that, David. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. And now we present the player of the game, Jalen Brunson.